The new CDL road test is here. That's right. In 2023, the CDL road test changed and went from being a half-hour long test in 2015 and a switch to a 2.5-hour long test. Now this 2.5-hour long test is changing again in 2023. Now you might not know what the actual changes are. Some of you might have thoughts. Some of you might even had stories, and some of you might be like, what are you even talking about? Well, that's what this video is going to talk to you about. It's going to give you all of the different changes that we know today. And now, of course, things are still kind of new. There's going to be new rules and stuff that can come out. But all of our examiners have been fully trained on the new test. We all know exactly how to give the same exact test. So it's going to be the least amount of friction as possible. Now, if you're not going to a school that offers third-party testing, which means that you can actually take the CDL road test with the school itself, you're going to be going through a little bit of a rough patch now, simply because what happens is anytime new changes do happen, there's always going to be a learning phase, right? So the examiners or the state examiners at the DMV learned how to give the new test. There's going to be some people who are just stubborn and they're still going to train and test the same way that they did in the old test. There's going to be some people who are going to take the new test to the extreme. And then when it comes to the actual schools that don't know what the actual rules are for the test like we do, since we're examiners itself, then they're going to start thinking, okay, this is how we have to train these people. Now, they're going to have to start experimenting with the first couple students who actually go through the process. And the first couple students who are going to pass, some of them are going to fail. The ones who fail are going to come back and explain it. And as you can see, it's going to be a very long and painful process itself. The cool thing about coming to Driving Academy or any of our locations is we trained all of our locations on exactly what the test requirements are going to be, because it's a national test, right? So every state's going to be the exact same thing, and we know exactly what the rules are going to be. So we know what the point system is like and all that stuff. I'm not going to be sharing any of that with you on this channel, because that means that I'm going to have to put on those metal bracelets and, as you can see, put me in jail. But that's not what I'm looking to do. I love you guys, but I'm not willing to go to jail for you guys. That being said, what is actually changing? Let me tell you exactly what I can tell you. So the road test itself was a 3-part test. It's still going to be a 3-part test. So before it was pre-trip, parking, and road. Same exact thing. It's going to be pre-trip, parking, and road. Now for the pre-trip inspection, you're going to start off on the inside inspection. Most people already do that now, but now it's mandatory to actually do the inside inspection before you start doing the outside inspection. On the inside inspection, you're going to have to make sure that you follow these 4 steps for the air brake test. If you don't follow these 4 steps, it's an automatic fail. Step number 1 is going to be make sure that you build up your air pressure 120 to 140 psi, and making sure that the governor will cut out at that point. Step number 2, once you have the full air pressure, you're going to turn the key off, turn the key back on. You're then going to release the brakes, and you have to wait a minimum of 1 minute, and you cannot lose more with your foot on the brake any more than 4 psi if you're in a Class A tractor trailer, or 3 psi if you're in a Class B vehicle or a single vehicle, right, with no combination. Step number 3 is going to be you're going to pump on the brakes, and you can, and the warning light has to come on before 55 psi. You heard me right. I said before 55. Before, the rule was 60. They actually just switched actual 60 to 55. So you definitely have to make sure that you understand that. From there, you're then going to keep pumping on the brakes, and the parking brake should pop out. The parking brake should pop out anywhere between 20 and 45 psi. Before, the old rule was 20 and 40. So depending on the examiner that you take, if you don't say 55, if you don't say 45, that could be the difference between you passing and failing. So I just helped you out right then and there. So now that you're going to go through that, you also have to do the entire in-cab inspection. You got to do what we call the tug test as well. Make sure that the brakes are working. And then you're going to do the entire outside inspection. Now when it comes to the outside inspection, they minimize some of the things. So for instance, you're just going to have to talk about one axle now. You're not going to have to talk about every single axle of the entire vehicle. But on the downside is, before you could just say like, okay, this is my alternator, or this is my coolant, or this is my oil level, and each one of those things would be all different points. Now they mix a lot of things together, so that means you have to say 3 different items and say those things in detail just to get that one credit. Before, you could have missed 1 or 2 and you still would have gotten the other ones for credit. So in that case, it makes it a little bit more difficult because you have to make sure that you're memorizing multiple things to get the same amount of credit from before. And that's where memorization really comes in. So if you don't know, we already have designed a script especially for our students on how to pass the pre-trip portion when it comes to the inside and outside. And if you want a piece of that script, first thing you got to do, subscribe to the channel. Second thing, comment below saying you want our script, and maybe we'll pick 1 or 2 lucky people who comment and say, hey, here's a free script. And if you're not one of those lucky people, we invite you to come on down, become a student here at any of our locations, and we're definitely there and able and willing to provide that information for you. The next step above that is then going to be, okay, you passed the inspection, now it's time to talk about the parking. So now the parking went from a 3-maneuver parking to a 4-maneuver parking. First parking maneuver is going to be a front bumper stop. So that means you're going to have to make sure that you move the vehicle forward and you stop your front bumper within the 3-foot box. If you get it in, congratulations, you get to move forward. If you don't get it in, you can fail the test. So you want to make sure you get it in the first try. You cannot stop, you cannot bump, you cannot kind of look outside. You can't do any of that stuff. It's got to be one swift motion. Next thing is going to be a classic. That's where you're going to have to straight line back. So that means they're going to test your skills on how to back up the whole tractor, trailer, or whatever vehicle you're taking straight at least 100 feet. Followed by, you're going to do a modified right turn. So you're going to have to make sure that you get within 3 feet of the cone in front of you when you're making that right turn with the passenger side trailer tire. And if you're doing that correctly, you're good. If you hit the cone, what does that mean? And that's right. The sound effect means that you failed. The next thing and the last maneuver is going to be kind of like a mixture between an offset, a parallel, and an alley dock. They put it all together and they kind of call it an offset reverse. So at that point, you're going to then back the vehicle up through the cones and making sure that you're inside of a certain box. If you want more information on that video, make sure you subscribe to this channel because we have a whole bunch more video coming up on exactly how to do each individual maneuver. And if you want actual training on the actual maneuvers itself, I invite you to come to any of our locations. We could definitely help you out with that, right? So those are going to be the 4 different maneuvers. The testing scoring criteria did get more difficult, which means less mistakes to fail. Before, we used to be able to give you a lot more chances to kind of make mistakes and you were still able to pass. In this case, there's a lot less a margin of error, which means 1 or 2 mistakes could be the difference between passing and failing. You definitely don't want that to happen. The next thing is going to be the road, and that's exactly the same. So on road driving, there's going to be the same exact thing, same exact rules. If you touch a curb with a turn, you fail. If you stall a vehicle, you fail. If you run a red light, you fail. If you know how to shift and you know how to drive safely and follow the rules, you should be able to pass and have no issue there. So I know this was a lot. I know we talked about all the different changes that are happening, but it is happening now. And if you did not get your CDL license before the changes, I definitely implore you to go to the best truck driving school that can guide you through this process as easy and as simple as possible. Because think about it, we're going to be your examiners, and we have a whole team of instructors who we've taught on exactly how to make sure that all of our students pass the test. So if you don't want to go through all the headaches of going to another school, being used as a guinea pig to kind of go to all the different DMVs, I definitely invite you to go to any of our locations, check them out, CDLDrivingAcademy.com. Again, CDLDrivingAcademy.com. Thanks and have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.